guys, welcome back to Roomie's Life. Welcome if you're new, and today I'll be telling you guys about my third card on this credit card journey, and that is the Amazon Prime card. And you guys might be wondering, so why didn't you just get a one of those cards that have annual fees? They have way better rewards. Well, we know since the whole pandemic thing, my spendings have definitely been lower, and I'm definitely not traveling as much as I used to. So it definitely wasn't the best time to get a premium card, which usually has a purchase limit. So for example, like certain cards I was looking at, you have to spend like $5,000 in the next 3 months, or now it's like they changed it a little bit because of the pandemic to like $5,000 in the next 6 months instead. But I don't think my expenses were that high to cover it, because one of the reasons why I got the freedom in the first place was because it was right before I was traveling, so I knew I had a lot of expenses. But now I don't really have any future traveling plans, so I said it's not really reasonable for me to get any other cards. And also, like, I wanted my first couple cards to not have any annual fees, so when I wouldn't have to cancel it, or I wouldn't have to demote it down, which is going to impact my the average age of my credit cards on my credit report. So that was my thought process. And if you guys haven't checked out my other cards already, other credit card videos already, make sure you do. So yeah, I actually got this card on July 3rd, so it's definitely been like about 6 months since my Chase Freedom card, and it's actually been like a whole year since my Discover card. And my credit score at the time was, I'll just attach it like right here, but it did knock me down 3 points when I applied, and it also knocked me down about 9 points after the first statement, just because, you know, my average age of the credit history just shrank from about 9 months down to like 6 months. So that had a pretty big impact on my credit report. But the good thing is I'm not applying for any mortgages or loans anytime soon. Even that's another thing. That's another reason why I decided to apply, was because, like, originally I did want to, you know, make some business investments, which would require me to get some loans. But now I'm just backing away from that for a little bit longer, just seeing how this, like, you know, pandemic plays out. I didn't want to take any risky chances right now. So when that goes in play, that's going to be super exciting. But so far, for now, went into a credit card instead. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to apply for like another 6 months to a year or 2 years. So one of the biggest reasons why I got this card was no foreign transaction fee, as you guys probably may know, because my original plan was to travel to Asia. So I wanted a card that did not have any foreign transaction fees. And other than that, I'm a pretty big Amazon spender, so it made sense. So right now I'm an Amazon Prime member, and I have the Amazon Prime student card, student subscription, which means I have $6.49 a month or $59 a year, which comes down to like a $4.92. And with the amount of spending I do, and I get about 5% back on this card, having this card actually pays for my membership fees, which means I don't have to pay anything for my membership. And you know how I am, I like free stuff. And what I'm gonna try to do is, like, so my mom and my sister and my brother and my roommate actually uses my Amazon Prime account, so I'm gonna have them use my Amazon Prime card, and that way they can just Venmo me or give me cash for the payment, and I'll just still be able to use points. So their spending will also count towards will also, you know, pay my monthly subscription for more rewards. So I already told you I get 5% back at Amazon and Whole Foods. I'm not a big Whole Foods shopper, but I am definitely a big Amazon shopper, so that's nice. But the big thing is, you don't want to spend anything more than you normally do. Does that make sense? So if you normally only need like 1 or 2 things, don't purposely try to buy more because you're gonna get more back. Like, that doesn't really make any sense. But the good thing is, like, they also do have, you as a Amazon Prime rewards member, like card holder, you also do get certain like percent back. Like, I saw this one YouTube video, it was like, oh, you can save like 30% on top of the 5% back. So and you also get 2% back at gas stations and drugstore, which is my gas station is actually my biggest spending right now, because as my job, I travel a lot. We'll see how that goes this year, but hopefully I'll still be able to travel a lot. And so my original plan was obviously use my Discover card for my 5% back rotating category, whatever it is. It might be like Target, you know, grocery stores, Amazon, Walmart, whatever that is. I'm going to use my Discover card for the rotating categories. And I'm going to be using my Amazon card for my gas stations, and my Chase Freedom Unlimited for anything else for 1.5% back, rather than. So that's my plan right now to optimize my credit, you know, how it goes. And the Amazon Prime card gets you 1% back on everything else, but it doesn't really make sense if I already have that Chase Freedom, which gets 1.5% back, so that's my plan. And the thing is, you do have to be a Prime member for you to get 5% back, but if you do cancel your Prime membership, Prime subscription, it really doesn't have a negative impact on your credit history, because you don't have to. Originally, what I thought was that you would have to close down an account if you don't have your Prime status anymore. But what it turns out is that it just demotes you down to a Amazon card, which gets you 33% back instead of 5% back. But like, I thought honestly it's still pretty good, and it's way better than what I originally thought. So obviously, to redeem these points, you can redeem it through Amazon through gift card. But that's kind of stupid, because like, if you use your gift card, you can't earn points on those purchases. So then like, I don't recommend doing that. My plan was to redeem it through cash so I can apply it towards my statement credit instead. But then that makes sense, because then I will still be able to earn 5% back if I spend money at Amazon. So yeah, and I know there used to be like a limit of like 200 points in order to apply it, but now there is no limit. So you can, even if you have like 5 points, you can still apply it, which I think is pretty darn good. And another good thing is the points don't expire. Some perks include, again, I love the fact that this card does not have any annual fees, because you know, I'm a broke college student. I can't afford $550 annual fee, and my spending isn't that much to benefit from those rewards card. And there is no, again, minimum spending requirement, so I don't have to spend any minimum amount to get the $100 sign up bonus, which is $30 more than what it used to be. It used to only be $70 gift certificate, but now it's a $100 gift certificate. So it's like, whew, yes, you get money for not doing anything. So a lot of perks, traveling perks. For example, there is an traveling accident insurance, which covers you for $500,000 if you accidentally die, or dismemberment coverage for up to $500,000, which is, hopefully we don't have to use any of that. And there's also lost luggage reimbursement. So if you or your close members lose a luggage, then, and it's not your fault, you're covered for $3,000 per passenger. There's also a baggage delay insurance. So if there's a delay over 6 hours, you can claim up to like $100 a day for 3 days using the baggage delay insurance. And there's also a travel and emergency assistance. So if you run into a problem away from home, then you can call the benefit administrator for legal and medical referrals or other emergency assistance. But you are responsible to pay for any actual services that are provided. But it's always good to know that like there's someone that will give you support in case of emergencies, especially when you're in a different country. And there's way more perks. Let me just like blaze through them real quick. So there's also like zero fraud liability, which means like you're not responsible for unauthorized purchases. There's also auto rental collision damage waiver. So if you deny the rental company's collision insurance and charge the entire rental cost to your Amazon Prime rewards card, then the Amazon Prime will actually cover for theft and collision of your damage of most rental cars in the United States and abroad. In addition, we also have like roadside dispatch. So if you have a roadside emergency, you can call the number right here. I think it's right here, which is 1-800-847-2869 anytime to dispatch help you need, from like jumping cars, replacing tires and whatnot. But most of them do have fees, so you would have, and they'll let you know over phone how much it's going to cost up front, so you're not ever surprised, and it's going to be billed to your card. Also, there's also extended warranty protection. So if an item's warranty is less than 3 years and you buy something with this Amazon Prime card, then you can actually extend this warranty by 1 more year. Does that kind of make sense? So that's kind of nice. Also, there's purchase protection. So if you buy something and within 120 days it breaks or it gets stolen, then they're going to cover you up to $500 per claim or $50,000 total per account, which is kind of cool. And then there's this last category of rewards, which includes like the premium perks. For example, it's gonna let you into the Visa Signature Luxury Hotel Collection, like 900 luxury hotels around the world, and card members can receive the best available rates. and automatic room upgrades when available, complimentary Wi-Fi, etc., etc. And there's also like the Visa Signature Concierge service. You can also get a 0% APR on expensive purchases. So like that means like if you want to buy like a laptop from Amazon, then you can, and it costs like $1,500. You can break it up into like $100 a month or something like that. So it's a little bit more feasible to pay. But the thing is, like during that period, you're not gonna be able to earn that 5% back on Amazon purchases. So you would have to forego some of your benefits to get this benefit. But again, you know me. Like if you can't buy something right now, then don't buy it. Like it's that simple. Like I know it makes sense, like not tie up too much capital into like one product, like a computer, but it's definitely a lot riskier to break up the payments. So again, how do these companies afford to give you so many perks? Well, part of it does come from credit card transaction fee of like 30% when you purchase stuff in stores and stuff like that. But other percent comes from when people don't make on-time payments. Because these credit cards do have crazy high APRs. So with these kind of cards, you can also buy stuff instantly. You can just click on a thing and you just bought it. And it's so easy to rack up consumer debt like this. So but if you have a good understanding of where your money goes, credit cards are seriously the best way to get some free money. So what's my next plan? Well, I don't have any big charges that I'm expecting in the future. So I'm not really looking into getting any premium cards anytime soon. But it just depends on what my plan is for summer 2021. And if I'm traveling, then I'm definitely going to get the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And like you know how like you can get 2 months after 2 years you can get the Chase Sapphire and you still get the new card sign up bonus, something like that. So that's my plan. But if I'm not traveling, then I'll probably get Amex everyday card, since my biggest spending is, other than traveling, is groceries and gas stations. So we'll see. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. Otherwise, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Bye.